Okay, starting the stream. Everything should be good. To both of you gentlemen, because you can update them here, 10 points on your points cards tonight.
Sick. Inventory.
And actually for you, Wade, I'm going to give you an additional 5.
Done.
Beautiful. The recap for you is pretty short because, like, when the last session that anyone would have watched would be the MT sessions, where MT joined up with the Rust Rats and went on a mission to go find a new dark matter core. Was able to find one in like a ship graveyard in this like strange half plant derelict spaceship. And had to fight like a strange like fungus monster to gain access to that dark matter core, and was able to do so with some help from that crew. At the end of the second part of that, after the battle, he was given a raider ship that just so happened to have crashed down and attacked the Rusted Halo while they were gone, thinking that it was easy pickings, but wasn't quite so, as they had to deal with Captain Juno Creel himself, a former Renegade Ranger who warned MT about the other Renegade Rangers, not knowing whether they be friend or foe at this point in the game, but once being a Power Rangers / Sentai-esque team that after completing their goals and beating their big bad, separated and split off into their own ways. But MT was warned about Red specifically, that he may be an issue to look at in the future. Additionally, MT was given a quest to help find some missing Rust Rats that were out on an expedition. The only information that he has to go on right now is they had a message that said help Karen, Kharon, Karen. So he'll have to figure out a little bit more about that. But we shift gears back to Halberd, where you, Wade, had just awoken in the apartment of Melody, who you had reunited with the night before. It was of course, the woman you had thrown up in her mouth. Last session, after defeating Flongo, you ended up singing "I Touch Myself" by the Divinals at karaoke, and wooed her pants off. This time, her instructing you to have a single drink and come home with her. In the morning, you receive you read a note that says, "Hey, I had to go to work, but feel free to take anything in the fridge, and I'll see you soon." And of course, you responded with a message saying, "Hey, if you ever want to join up with us, you're more than welcome," and went on your merry way. Having just gotten a shower and grabbed a breakfast sandwich out of her fridge, exiting the building, you received an urgent message from Chubbs, who was frantically saying that Oko was taken by these Void Walker guys, these Void Seekers, and they were immediately taking off to follow them.
I got a new ship. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, right now. So your ship. You get a separate message from Swizz, who tells you that your ship is in the new garage, at the new headquarters that you've been given by Halberd, the people of Halberd. And okay, that is where we begin with you just outside. There are 2 Squangies mascots that are posted up at the doors that like regard you when you enter, saying, "Oh, hello, Wade, good to see you, welcome back."
I have a minor detail about when I was using Melody's shower, I used her entire thing of shampoo, which is really confusing because I'm bald.
Jesus fucking Christ. That's rude. That's brutal.
But Wade doesn't shower. He didn't know. He figured it'd be polite and he just improvised.
Oh, that I would be so mad. As someone with a multitude of hair, that would tilt me a lot.
Yeah, Wade had no idea. He thought it was like a single-use thing. It was like a healing injector. He just put it on top of his head and just let it cover him, and figured that was what you did.
Well, you feel smooth. You feel very smooth.
Excellent.
Wait, you said Wade's bald? Wade has hair.
Oh yeah, he does. Sorry, I was
Got
thinking,
that
yeah,
luxurious white hair.
I was thinking of a previous incarnation that I was planning on him, and he has hair. Yeah, he definitely has hair.
You're lucky that your hair is white because you overuse the shampoo. Like, you're definitely gonna have bad dandruff.
Perfect.
But who will notice? Because you already have white hair.
It's like a giant elf fro because it's all frizzy because it's like kind of burnt with the chemicals in it.
Now you, Wade, are basically the first member of the Empty Ones to enter your new headquarters, and I've done the liberty of, like, you can see here that you can see the whole map. Like, if you scroll, you can see everything. The Moldy Crow, as has been instructed, now lives on the roof of the building, of like the garage section of the building. This is a 3-floor building. The first floor right now, it had like a desk, it had this couch, like everything that was here, it came with that. So you guys are going to be able to expand and change and adapt this as you want. Additionally, if you move around to the elevators or the stairs, they work. Like, they will automatically teleport your token to the next section, so you can kind of move about. You got a DDR machine, some arcade machines. I didn't drag them out yet, but you also get access to the like the Swangies shops.
Yeah, the vending machines.
Yeah, those are going to be up on the roof here.
It's a good thing I already got that emergency call, because I would be playing PlayStation 9 or whatever's hooked up to the TV otherwise.
Yeah, there's nothing hooked up to the TV right now. But if you guys invest in a video game console or a system to be able to plug into it, you will have that ability. Right now, it's just playing infomercials.
Wade is absolutely, when he gets the chance, going to look for a punching bag subscription.
Yeah.
It has to be a subscription because he figures I'm not going to last more than a month with him.
Swizz is going to walk up and, like, predator arm clasp, like, handshake you, and be like, I wish we could reunite under better circumstances, my friend. How was your night?
Wade is gonna just kind of wryly smile, but because he's not very charismatic, it just looks really creepy.
Huh? Kind of, like, cringes a little bit, but is like, great. Take a quick look around. There's no bathroom here, so we'll have to use like whatever facilities on the ship until we can get one installed. But there's a bunch of bunk beds upstairs, and a couple of the guys who joined with Oka are up on the roof playing cards.
We gotta go rescue him, right, mate?
Your new ship is on the 2nd floor. Doc, Vex, and Star Fox are up there right now doing little tinkering and repairs, and Bolt's up there as well. Sorry, Star Fox shouldn't be there. Star Fox should be downstairs. She was working on the Aegis. Hello, my love.
Oh.
Thank you.
Did you give Judas pill?
I gave Judas pill. I tried to give him a treat, and you can see that he did not eat the treat, so he's having a not so great day.
Oh, I was hoping Star Fox would be working on my ship just so I could say I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
I mean, it's the only one that didn't need to be repaired. Yeah, it's exactly. A brand new ship, right?
I like that it's blue. Mixes things up.
Yeah. You'll see also in the garage, there's actually some street, street vehicles. You've got two hover bikes and one like little hover car. Like a single or two-seater hover car. You've got these droids up here. They're just used for repairs, or like primarily designed for repairs. They're just exosuits that the humans can like move around in to like lift vehicles and things like that.
Only this one's forklift certified, right though, mate?
What? Only
that one's forklift certified though, right?
Yeah.
The fork hands.
Yeah. I've got a couple dartboards here, arcade, or like a music machine, jukebox. You've got these chests here are where your tools are going to be on both floors.
Nice.
And then you've got some panels for doing like diagnostics and stuff like that. And then you've got your elevator. There are 2 access hatches on the roof for smaller vehicles, so your fighters can like directly come and go from those ports there.
Nice.
And yeah, that's your new base in a nutshell.
So cool. Makes me feel very insecure about the closet I'm currently paying for.
Yeah. Are you doing anything here, or are you just like heading straight to your ship?
I would do a quick tour, like just basically what you just described, and actually physically walk around what you were describing, taking a look.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I've got shit to do, both dealing with rescue mission and also I really want to fly my new ship.
Yeah.
I like to fly. Gotta break it in.
100%. He hasn't peed yet. I would try in like half hour or so. After
This morning.
well,
Like since this morning.
like since this morning.
I'll give him some wet food to
Yeah, just add a little like a little bit of water and mix it with a fork, and he should hopefully eat some. Sorry guys, we gotta make sure we're on the Jude front here.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay, so yeah, you go through, you say hi to everybody and start getting things done. Head towards your ship, and it is beautiful. Very much built just like the other, like the Zealot and the Moldy Crow. But with like a nice slick paint job, fitted with 2 blast cannons and a swivel cannon already. And aside from the one thing I wanted to ask you, right now the Zealot's not in use if you're going to be using the Fighting Fantasy. Do you want to move the Ioun Matrix or Mark II defense system over to
Yes to
the
both.
Fighting Fantasy? Both? Yes to both? Okay.
Yep. I've had my experiences with going to space with an unequipped ship.
Yep. Lastly, the next question is going to be whether or not you want to take some of this crew with you on your journey to help maintain things on the ship.
Wade would be like just getting on the ship, thinking about it before realizing he might need a crew, so he'd immediately just call out to Vex and Bolt because they're right there.
Vex and Bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might see you there anyway.
Bolt. And add Dr. Vex Norn. Who both jump on at your request. And you go to head off. Where are you? Are you looking to just like follow Chubbs right away, or was there anywhere else you were
Yes.
thinking of going?
Because initially I was going to be just investigating what Void Seekers were up to, but now that I know he's been taken by them, he's my immediate priority.
Yeah. You go.
I was going to take the scenic route, but I can't now. He's priority.
Well, you go to lift off and head out, and as you do, you get probably to like the far end of Jet City, about to leave Jet City, when you lose control of the Fighting Fantasy. And as you're trying to steer it, it is instead directed to it appears to be like almost like a lab on a lakefront. And as it takes the ship and flies it down to an entrance. On your computer screen, like you're on your dash, like the screen is filled up with this giant cherub-like face that says, "Hello, Wade of Space Australia.
That's pretty personal.
My name is the Neuromancer, but you can call me Neuro for short."
All right, it's a really good book.
We have some things to discuss. And the back hatch to the Fighting Fantasy opens.
Well, it's kind of ominous, but I feel like it's not. I don't really have a lot of choice in the matter, so let's have it. And I'll walk out the back hatch.
Yeah, the voice says, you can leave your crew in the ship. I only need to speak with you.
I'll just call out to them as I leave. Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
You walk into this strange, like it is lit up with all kinds of different machines. And in the center, when you look ahead, there is like what appears to be like this giant holographic network of just different information that is scrolling across these digital screens. And in the center above that is this giant cherub-like head with two smaller heads kind of off like a hydra off to the side, with their eyes closed.
So I've played Chrono Trigger. The right head is the main one, right?
This digital head in the center speaks and says, "Welcome to my lair, Wade of Space Australia."
Thank you.
I have been watching you and your crew for quite some time now. And I saw an opportunity to communicate with you directly when I could. There's something very strange about you, Wade. Something that intrigues me.
Yeah, something about me intrigues you. Something about you intrigues me too. You saw mine to our crew and decided I was the guy to talk to. That's a bold decision. Thank you.
Why do you do what you do? Why did you fight for the people of Halberd?
It's nice to be popular. It's nice to know you're good in a fight. And, I mean, you beat up an entire planet. That's pretty good pin in the cap, you know?
The head kind of nods and looks and says, I'm curious to see how far you can go in your coming conflicts. But I recognize that you are underpowered compared to your compatriots. And so...
I know, mates. I just got a second attack.
I offer two things to you, Wade of Space Australia. First, and a hatch opens in the front panel, and you see what comes out is this strange exosuit of shifting plates.
Wouldn't want to get my toe just stuck in that, but it looks very cool.
She says...
That looks sick, actually.
She says, step forward and receive the null mantle frame.
I'll take an enthusiastic step forward. I think that just looks cool as shit.
They should both be in the sink. Oh, then the other one is in the sink. As you approach, like the frame hums at you. The Neuromancer says, "Go ahead, put it on."
I will don the armor.
Okay. Do you have it on your character sheet already?
Yep.
If you double click on it, it's an item pile.
I was so zoomed out I couldn't see it. I'm too far away from it. Sorry.
Yeah.
My browser is not like. Please just go to the sheet. Let me drag it. Can you just put it on my sheet? It's right now. Thanks.
Hold on a second here. As you like walk up and reach out, the plates of the null mantle frame react to you, and they almost like turn into a liquid that crawls across your body and overlaps with the current plate armor that you have. I need to give you an attunement slot because as soon as you wear it, it automatically attunes to you and increases your slot count to 4.
So
3. Just unattune to this right now. Do that, becomes 4, and then attune to that again. Beautiful. Wade, this does a lot of stuff. So not only does your attunement limit increase, but you gain +1 to your AC and have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When you take the
I don't even need
dash,
to get big for that.
yeah. When you take the dash action or move at least 15 feet on your turn, your jump distances are doubled, and moving through difficult terrain costs you no extra movement until the end of the turn. You gain blind sight out to 15 feet. Within this range, you can perceive invisible creatures and objects as shifting, pressure, and displacement.
You're saying I can dash jump 180 feet?
Yeah. Yep.
Sick. Just map clearing jumps.
When you take damage, you can use your reaction to gain resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. And you have you can use that feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest. You also have a disruption field. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike, you can force it to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes disrupted until the start of your next turn. While disrupted, a creature cannot become invisible, cannot teleport, or use extra dimensional movement. And if it is already invisible, it becomes faintly outlined and visible. And you can use that feature also equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
So sick. It's going to take me a while to remember, but it's so sick.
Lastly, I can make features that are on your character sheet to be able to have access
like,
to.
just in general, remembering all the extra things, like even when they're on the sheet, someone's like, okay, oh yeah, I can do that.
You also gain a recharge 5/6 ability. As an action, you unleash a concussive burst in a 15-foot radius centered on yourself. Each creature of your choice in the area makes a Constitution saving throw. On a fail, they take 3d10 thunder damage, are pushed 10 feet away from you, and become disrupted until the end of turn. On a successful save, they take half as much damage and are not pushed, but are still disrupted until the end of the next turn. And once again, it gives a description of what disrupted is. If you are a large or larger creature when you use the ability, the radius increases to 20 feet, and creatures that fail the saving throw are also knocked prone. On a roll of 1 on your recharge die, the frame stutters and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
Excited to play with that.
That was above table. That was your birthday gift that you requested.
Sounds good.
But below table, that is the Neuromancer's first boon to you. As they say, that should help you with your invisible problem and augment your abilities a little bit more. But that is not the only gift I bestow to you, Wade of Space Australia.
Oh, thank you.
I have been doing a little investigating, and I know you have a preference for using your fists. And so I have found the location of 3 different artifacts that you may have a limited time to secure.
Oh, I'm listening.
The first... Oh. Doesn't have permission to open this quest. I'm not Gary. Oh, it's because I don't have them as active quests? Hold on a second. It's like, what do you mean? I'll just have them as in progress for now. Can you see that? Did it pop up?
Yes, black blood strikers.
Yeah. So the first one, she shows you, they show you a zoomed out picture on the Helena Star map of one of Frobulon's moons called Galaxina. There, what you see is what appears to be like a crashed ship. And And the Neuromancer says, the Black Blood Strikers are gauntlets that get stronger the weaker you get. The last confirmed user of these gauntlets was Griff Salinas. Hold on, let me show you a picture. Galaxina Griff. Griff Salinas was an explorer who was exploring Galaxina and did not return. And any team that has been sent out to find him has also not returned. Be very careful if you are pursuing this target.
All right.
The second option available are the Knuckles of the Living Engine. Powerful gauntlets that were originally designed for mechs, but were adapted for regular users. They are gauntlets that grow with you over time. Those can be found, allegedly can be found on DaCoz, one of Halberd's moons. It's rumored that they are at an abandoned mech arena. The last quest to show you here, the last lead that I have are on the orbiting warbands. These were experimental rings that were used as a replacement for gauntlets that had several augmentations. Not much else is known about these items, but where they were being created is a lab that has been long abandoned deep below Halberd.
Oh, they all sound pretty interesting, but I really like the idea of fighting the Judgement. Tell him it's Judgement Day.
On DaCoz?
The one that's Knuckles of Living Engine.
Knuckles of the Living Engine. Alright, I'm going to set the other two quests as inactive so that they're not all in there. The Neuromancer says, I've equipped you the best I can. If you are pursuing the Iron Judge on DaCoz, once again, I would highly recommend that you be very careful. What I do know about the Iron Judge is that he will only fight those that he deems worthy.
This might be kind of an awkward question. You might not have an answer because people haven't been returning. But if something doesn't want to fight and I decide to fight them anyway, I don't think their compliance is really a factor, is it?
I suppose not. The Neuromancer says, I hope you don't mind, but I think I might also tag along and see how things go.
Not a problem. I'm sure you have your own ways of doing so. I'm not really used to transporting your multiple cybernetic heads.
Oh, these two will not be coming along. And the central head, just blinks out and disappears.
Okay.
And you hear in, a comm in your ear, I'm on your ship now. Feel free to return when you're ready.
Sounds good.
You head back to the Fighting Fantasy. The Neuromancer says, I've released your controls for now, and I've put the coordinates on the map for you.
Sounds good. It's just like a moon of halberds. We're going no. It's like a 10-minute flight, right?
Yeah.
I try to do some fancy maneuvers, but there's straight up not enough time in the flight to do so.
Are you doing any other kind of quick preparations before you take off?
I would. I'm trying to think. Like, Wade's mostly like excited to fight and a little bit nervous that this might not. I asked the other two crew members to look up stuff on the Void Seekers, and I actually asked Neuromancer if they know anything either. Because that's going to be hanging over my head while we do this.
What would you like to know, Wade of Space Australia?
Well, just like where I should head next to rescue my buddy Chubbs. That's kind of asking for the ending, so failing that, any known Void Seeker sightings that might cover a general direction that I should be heading?
The Neuromancer stops and kind of like it's basically like this little 3D face that is in front of you guys, in front of your HUD now. That kind of closes its eyes and opens them again and says, "If you complete this mission, Wade, I will give you any information that you request on these Void Seekers that I can access."
Sounds good. I am metaphorically shaking your hand.
And with that, you head off. The other two will do their own research for now, but the Neuromancer has information that it's willing to tell you if you succeed at the Drathos Arena.
I got the impression based on their stock machine, their stock floor house, that they probably had a lot of info and stuff.
Yeah. You fly to the moon and go to the coordinates that were given to you, and the arena, it still looks very much intact, but like there's no lights on or anything like that. And even once you land, there is this ominous kind of like quiet. There's nothing else that like nothing lives on this moon. You might see the occasional excavator or something like that, but otherwise there's not really much. And entering the arena, sitting at the far end of like the center portion, you see that there's like this giant emblem with what appears to be a mech head that is surrounded by a red and blue ring, and on the blue side is where the Iron Judge sits. Let me show you who that is.
I'll first act more reverent, like I'm getting ready for a fight in like a gladiatorial sense. Like, I sniff the dirt, I give the place like good reverence, but then I stride up towards the judge and say, "Oh, I might. What's 92 mean?"
I'm sorry.
Your leg, it says 92. Curious why.
It belonged to the mech I took it from. I do not know its story.
Fair enough.
Do you come to
Been so long
challenge
since
me?
I played Wade, I was like, how am I going to navigate that gap? Oh yeah, I could jump over it.
Do you come to challenge me?
Unless you're going to give me those gloves for free, yes.
As it's talking, you see that like this glow inside its helmet is like reverberating with the voice, so like it flashes when it talks. And as it lifts its fists up, the gears on the inside start to spin, and you watch as it starts to almost like heat up. And it says, "Well then, come claim them." And I'm gonna get you to roll initiative.
I know it's not 9 yet, but can I take a very quick bathroom break?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good. Be right back.
Meanwhile, cutting to MT on the ship, just using a prestidigitation gadget on all of the filth inside the ship.
Yep. Cleaning.
It's a living.
Filthy organics. Filthy organics.
Yeah. And then we'll wait for Wade to get back and we'll start this combat. This thing is crazy.
If I wasn't worried about losing something that that might be useful, I would vacuum the entire contents of the ship. As in, open to vacuum the entire contents of the ship.
I mean, there's nothing stopping you. You can just open the hatch and just...
Yeah, but there might be something useful. I need to go through stuff. There might be something unsecured that's useful on this ship.
That's fair.
Even if it's only useful in the terms of spare plating parts.
I think I should move its actual features to the top. While he's doing that, I'm just going to make it easier to access this thing's abilities. Hour and a half? Wade. Oh, you rolled real bad too.
Great.
Oh no.
Part of the fun.
It is. It is absolutely part of the fun. Hold on, I need to set an alarm.
It's not like he rolled great either. Not like there's anyone else in this fight, but...
No one else in the fight, but there are people watching. As you see that, like, peering behind you, it looks like one of the screens has flickered to life, and it looks like the Neuromancer has set up like kind of like a digital viewing window. You can on the other side see your current crew members watching you, with the Neuromancer's face kind of resting in the center, staring down at you. This thing does not waste a moment. It says, I, Iron Judge K7, evaluate you now, Wade. Put your fists up. And he rushes at you. Slam, 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 slam. He's gonna attack you twice with his Iron Punch. Miss on the first attack. Miss on the second attack as he comes up with these and rears up with these gauntlets and just goes to punch, and you're just able to like put your gauntlets up. They still feel the force of the blow, but they absorb most of it. Your gentle gentle fists.
All right.
And it is your turn.
I'm gonna look him in the eyes like, well, let's fix the scale here a little bit, and I will enlarge myself.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna try and grapple him like in an MMA style clinch.
Sure.
I get triple advantage, so if neither of these do it, I'll roll again. You got to be a 21.
He does not beat a 21. You're able to get him into a grapple.
All right, second attack. I'm going to sweep the leg.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to shove him downwards to the floor. And I'm going to roll another d20. All right, he is grappled and prone.
Yeah, you're able to push him prone.
That is my turn.
Yeah.
Probably press the end turn button because it's not rolled.
Didn't take damage or hit you with a melee attack on that one. Interesting. It is going to stand up from prone.
He has no movement.
He has no movement?
He is grappled. He has no movement.
Is he restrained or grappled?
He is grappled.
When you're grappled, you have a movement speed of 0, and you have to spend movement to stand.
Ah, very fair. Okay.
You have to outstrength me to escape the grapple.
Roll your strength check. It's got to beat a 17.
No, still 17. Yep. And that is an action to do so.
Yep, but he stands up. Is that to both to break the grapple?
Breaking the grapple's the action. He
Oh,
has movement
yeah.
once it's
Okay.
broken.
Yeah, so he can stand. He's going to back up, giving you an attack of opportunity.
And if I do... $14 to hit.
That's a miss.
I get an inspiration.
Sure. He's just able to slap the hand away as he backs up and just kind of like gives you one of these. Your turn.
All right, I'm gonna thump towards him, and I'm gonna punch him in the face. Or maybe not. I'm going to try and punch him in the face again. $21 to hit.
21 hits.
All right, let's do some damage. All right, he takes 11 damage plus 1d6 because I'm giant. It's a max, so it takes 17 damage. And then as a bonus action, because I'm giant, I get to try and grapple him again. I get to roll another one. D20. So he meets it, beats it. So he's not grappled.
Yep.
But I punched him, so, you know, progress.
Just put it here for now. If he gets hungry, I'll go over to it. Okay, he is going to go for a couple more iron punches.
Alexa, play Iron Man.
Huh. Misses on the first attack.
That's
Hits on the second attack.
Yep.
So a couple things are going to happen here. I got to start going through his abilities. When he does damage, he doesn't have any heat to burn right now, so he's going to do... That is 25 damage. As he slams into you with the fist. And it like not only does it hit hard, but like you feel that force damage behind it, as it almost feels like it is like pushing your skin away from your bones. He gains 1 heat. Okay. There is a thing regarding his evaluation that you need to know, because I'm going to get you to keep track if you can. At the end of your turns, if you deal damage to the Iron Judge, you gain momentum. If you don't deal damage in a turn, you lose you lose all your momentum. And when you have momentum, things happen for you. Your next hit will deal an additional 1d6 damage. On 2 momentum, his AC is reduced by 1, and on 3, he becomes staggered until the end of his turn. So, as long as
I have a momentum now because I hit him.
Because you hit him last turn, you have 1 momentum. That's why I wanted to note it now so that you can keep track of it.
Let me just open up a text editor. Track of this. All right, I have 1 momentum written down.
Okay, and it is your... I think that's all they can do.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Here
really
comes the uppercut.
Just going to be a slugfest.
I might cast Fire Shield to mix things up. 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Let's try again. 19 to hit?
19 hits.
Excellent. Alright, so that's the 12 base damage. Here's the momentum damage. Another 6. And the Giant Smite damage. Duality of Man.
Yeah.
So 19 damage total. And then bonus action, I'm going to attempt to grapple him again.
He fails. You get him in a grapple again.
He is grappled, but not prone.
Yep. Okay. We have 1 heat. We can choose to expend it. Okay. We'll do the one to start. Oh wait, no, that's not true. You hit him. Takes damage from a creature within, so that he's up to 2 heat. So yeah, he's gonna throw a punch. Let's see if he hits. Just hits. So he is going to spend his 2 heat to use Siegebreaker. You must succeed on a strength saving throw. The DC is 16. Or be pushed up to 15 feet away. Need to put that in there. DC 16. Okay, so let me roll his damage.
So sorry.
That is 31
damage?
damage, yeah. He's rolling really well. He rolled double 10s there for the bludgeoning. Why does it say his speed is 0? That's not true. Oh.
It's just, well, he is grappled, so it kind of is.
Oh! Did it do that automatically? If I ungrapple him, does he have a speed again? Oh, that's cool. It didn't used to auto apply it to the character sheet like that. That's awesome. He's gonna try and hit you with a second punch and knock you out.
Shit.
And miss.
That is a miss.
That is your turn, Wade.
All right. Because he is grappled by me, he takes a d4.
Okay.
Max damage. Hell yeah. Does that mean I automatically get momentum again at the end of my turn?
No, because it does nothing. The 4 does nothing to him.
Okay.
He is technically he is a mech, so he has a threshold for his damage, which is 10.
All right. While I'm grappling him, I'm gonna reach into my armor, grappling with one hand, and jab a healing injector into my ribs.
Yeah.
The addict. Oh, it says they're equipped for some reason.
What's that? The healing injector?
Yeah.
They're on hand. They're technically equipped.
All right, I heal 7.
Oh, that's not enough.
No, it's not. I'm going to use my first attack to attempt to throw him to the floor.
Okay. Let me get my strength check on.
Yes, it's going to be an 18.
He fails.
All right, he's prone, which means I get advantage on my... I'm going to attempt to curb stomp his face, even though he's grappled by my other foot. 21 to hit.
21 definitely hits.
$14, and then the extra d6s do another 9, so 23 total.
Minus 23.
That's my turn. And that brings me up to 3 momentum.
That brings you up to 3 momentum. You're now at your max 3 momentum. So
Wolfling Matilda is playing in the background.
His speed is halved and he can't take reactions.
His speed of 0 is halved.
Yeah. He is going to attempt to stand. Rolling really well.
I get another roll. So...
It's plus 4.
So that's a 23.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it, yeah. I was close. So he stands up.
Yeah.
Or he breaks the grapple, rather, and then stands up.
Yeah, breaks the grapple, stands up, and once again, he's going to do what he did before and back himself up.
He's going to take a punch for his trouble. Which actually hits him this time.
Yep. $17 damage. Oof. The gauntlets, like, the fire in the gauntlets, like, roars, and almost explodes with more energy, as he says, evaluation insufficient, escalating parameters.
Well, that's kind of ominous. As he, like, tries to lock his jaw back in place after the punches he's taken.
Yep. He now gets 3 attacks in his multi-attack, so...
Oh, that's bad for me.
You might want to have him chasing you around a little bit. Also, the ground underneath you starts to rumble. Wait, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to... I'm gonna... Why does your range suck so bad? I'm gonna shoot him in the face. I'm gonna add 20 to that.
Okay.
Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
Alright, he takes 10 damage. And then I'm going to leap. See ya.
Just as far away as you possibly can.
I could technically go farther, but...
Yeah, he's just gonna rush forward. And try to start catching up to you. Things are gonna start happening at the top of the round, so hold on 1 second, I need to add a thing.
Oh, does he take another d6 on that because of momentum?
On the damage that you did to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll that d6.
4.
Because that would have been added to your other damage. Okay.
Yep. I was in a very physical violence mindset and forgot guns do things too.
Yeah. That's what I'll add. Layer action.
I like that it's sportsmanly when we're in a ring.
Yeah. Because he's in his first overdrive now. At the top of the initiative count there, I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. DC is 16.
Ooh.
You take 8 fire damage.
Have resistance. Whatever. I don't.
And then it is the Iron Judge's turn. He has 50 feet of movement. Sorry, 60 now with the overdrive. So I think he can reach you. Oh, yes, he can. Because he has an extended reach for his attack.
You gonna stretch Armstrong fist me?
Pretty sure I set his reach at 10 or 15? 10 feet. So yeah, he can just hit you. Come on. Misses on the first attack. Remember, he gets 3 now.
That's a hit.
That's a hit on the second attack.
Probably gonna drop me.
He might drop you here.
Yep.
16 damage. That is his turn.
All right. But I'm thinking through a few different options.
Mm-hmm. That's the point of this fight. You like to fight with your fists, but he hits pretty hard, so.
All right, I'm going to activate my containment break. He has to make.
I was just about to make that for you on your character sheet. Hold on, because it's got a recharge to it. Let me do that now. And all the things that I remembered to do, the only thing I forgot to do was actually make the abilities for this shit. Boo, boo, boo. It's not actually an attack, it is a save. Each creature needs to make a Constitution saving throw. The DC for you right now, it's 8 plus your proficiency, which I believe is 3.
11.
11, and then what's your strength mod?
15.
Your strength mod's plus 5?
My strength mod is plus 4.
Plus 4. Yeah. So 15 total.
Yeah.
15. That is 3d10 thunder damage. The thunder down under. Recharge 5, 6. There we go, and you should be able to click on that on your character sheet, and it should work now.
Feature.
And it's under your attacks on
Oh.
your character sheet.
Sorry, I'm having some browser issues with boxes like that.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, he gets to make his con save.
Jesus, it rolled so high.
I think he still takes some. He's still disrupted, I think, for that.
Still disrupted, and he takes half damage.
All right, let's roll the damage then.
It's pretty good. 21.
Yeah, it's almost. So 10 damage.
What? Oh, 10 damage, yeah.
All right, I'm going to stride forward and surge my actions.
Before you do, he gives off like an exhaust, and you hear, final condition, persistence beyond failure.
Well, he's not going to like what I'm going to do to him if he persists me beyond my failure. I'm going to punch him in the face.
Yeah, do it.
$13 to hit.
13 does not hit.
All right, I'm going to use my second action to try and shove him prone.
Okay.
Make sure I hit check, not save. That's actually a 24 to beat. Nope.
Does not beat it.
All right, he's going to get an opportunity attack on me. But I'm going to take another mighty leap over him this time.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Okay, this is going to be with disadvantage. Misses.
Awesome. That is my turn.
Okay.
Remember, it's half his movement to get up.
It is 10 feet, just like it is for everybody else in this
My bad.
campaign.
My bad, I forgot. I'm so
Nice
used to
try,
everything
though.
with that. No, thank you for reminding me. That'll help me later because I feel like I'm gonna be prone a lot in the future.
That'll also help me because the knock prone is a tactic of my new mech.
He can only get 50 feet, though, so that is his turn. Sorry, at the top, there is the layer action at the top of the round. I need you to make...
X.
Not there's one of two options, and I'm going to alternate between them. Where's the ability? Roll a strength saving throw. DC is also 16.
Yeah, crush it.
Yep. Yeah, it's just the ground ripples and rumbles and tries to knock you prone. That's all he can do. That's his turn.
Action. Oh, it's bonus action. Okay. I am going to use my second wind. And max that shit. And then I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah, I can add 20 to that.
Yep.
$13 damage. And leap. That is my turn. Let me see.
It is going to double move. Getting you into its threatened range. And that is its turn. Oh, also, sorry, roll a dex save.
$15.
That's another 11 fire damage. You're muted.
Mic check?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was muttering like I'm not. I'm basically planning quietly. I'm gonna punch, step forward, punch him in the face. My options are somewhat limited here.
19 hits. Yeah.
All right, and he can take an extra 2d6 on this. So, 17 damage.
That is more than enough, as the light in this thing flickers out and the gauntlets fall off of its arms, dropping.
I'm gonna borrow those. I picture this as kind of a ledge, so I'm gonna kick him off the ledge.
It's not. It is actually one piece.
I will not kick him off the ledge. I will simply take his gauntlets.
Yeah. This section is just kind of laying over the tile. Where is Wade? Wade. Side quest items. There we go. Knuckles of the Living Engine. The Iron Judge, now reduced to like fully reduced down. That AI and it blinks out, and the mech itself just kind of sits remaining, now armless.
I'd actually like to see if there's anything I might be able to recover from it that might be valuable to someone more technically inclined on the ship or similar.
I mean, if you got a mech case, you could contain the whole thing.
I don't know if I have a mech. Actually, no, I was carrying someone's mech case. No, I was not. I gave it back. I do not have a mech case.
Yeah, like, it is a mech. So it does have, like, some of the modules and stuff. If you can get somebody technical to come and grab those pieces, you could take them off of it. Because it's got two in
Could I just cart it back to the ship while still large? Throw it in the hold?
And just take it with you? Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. Perfect.
It
Throw it
might
in the cargo hold.
It might be a little bit big. All you have is the fighting fantasy, though. That
Sure.
might actually be a little bit big.
All right. I will. I have a hand axe. Can I cut off its legs and throw it inside?
A hand axe is not going to do it for taking its legs. No.
It's a shot.
I refuse.
Just strap it to the roof like Griswold's Christmas tree.
All right. I'll if I can tear off its head, I'll take it. Otherwise, I'll just leave it. I got its gauntlets. That's a pretty good prize. We know it's here.
Yeah.
If looters don't get to it, we can come back for it.
Hold on, I have to remove all of those abilities that I made for it now, because it no longer has any of those. All the other mods are still on it though. It's a pretty sweet mech. It does come. It's basically cursed. So when you do fix it, unless you have like a computer programmer like try to get rid of the rogue AI in it, it does have this Iron Judge AI on it. But it does have like a built-in strong armor mod. It's got a heavy armor mod. It's got the 2 leg mod, so it goes at like 50 for the speed. It loses all those cool abilities now that it doesn't have the gauntlets, but it's still a pretty cool mech.
I'm reading how cool these gauntlets are. The knuckles.
Yeah, go. Can you read it for the audience while I do some background stuff?
All right. It generates heat. If you just watched the previous fight, these gauntlets generate engine heat in the flow of combat. I gain 1 heat each time I hit a creature. I gain 1 heat every time I hit a creature with an unarmed strike, which I do a lot. And every time I take damage from a creature within 5 feet of me, which I also do a lot, although not to this mech, because he had fucking range. My heat resets to 0 at the end of combat. I think I already mentioned that. I can expend heat to fuel special techniques. The amount of heat you can hold increases as your experience levels increase. Living weapon. Unarmed strikes are enhanced by the engine. They deal 1d8 bludgeoning plus 1d4 force and count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks. Damage improves as you grow stronger. 1d10 plus 1d6 force at 11th and level, and 2d10 plus 1d8 force at 17th level, which is pretty sick. That scales with, cantrips, I think. Siege form, which is funny because I've been playing StarCraft a lot lately. If you are larger, the gauntlets expand and reinforce your strikes. Your reach increases by 5 feet. Plus, if once on each of your turns, if you kill when you hit a creature with an armed strike, you can cause another creature within 5 feet of the original target to also take damage equal to my strength modifier. So +4 it. 17th level reach increases to 10 feet and basically through multiple nearby creatures at DM's discretion. Holy fuck. Alright, Knuckles unlock new techniques. Engine ignition, level 5, which I already am. Maximum heat is 3. Expend heat to enhance strikes. When you hit an unarmed strike, you can spend 1 heat to do 1d6 force. Also, when I hit a creature, I can spend 2 heat to force to make a strength save. DC is 8 plus my prof bone plus my strength mod, so 15. On a failed save, the creature is pushed back 10 feet, and if the target collides with the solid surface, he takes another 1d6, which is hilarious. Also, if you hit at least 1 creature with an unarmed strike in your turn, your speed increases by 5 feet. So my lack of movement is going to continue to have no movement, because I have so much trouble getting around the battlefield. At level 8, I get engine stabilization. Max heat turn 4. I gain the ability to chain attacks together. When I hit a creature with an unarmed strike, I can spend 3 heat to make another unarmed strike as part of the same action. Momentum increases, and the speed granted by your bonus and your engine feature becomes 10 feet. I can also turn pain into power, which is some funny one. When you take damage, your next unarmed strike you make before the end of your next turn does another 1d6 force. And overheat. At this stage, engine begins to strain under excess pressure. Need an oil change. Where are you, MT? When you are at your maximum heat at the end of your turn, you have to succeed on a DC 13 con save, and I almost read Cha, which would have been funny, or take 1d10 force as the engine partially overloads. After which your heat goes back down to 0. On success, you maintain your heat. Engine expansion. At level 11, my heat becomes 5. Ability to unleash stored force into the ground. As an action, I can spend 4 heat to slam the ground. Every creature within 10 feet has to dex save it for 15, while 8 prof bone strength. On a failed save, they take 2d10 force and are knocked prone. On a successful save, they still take half damage. Overheat 2. DC of overheat save becomes 14. and is 2d10 force damage, and each creature within 5 feet of me takes 1d6 force damage as the energy bursts out. Again, heat goes down to 0. On success, maintain the heat. Level 14, Engine Surge. Maximum heat increases to 6. I can release it as a devastating strike. When the creature... we hit the creature with unarmed strike and spend 5 heat to do 3d10 force. Ignores resistance. Must succeed on a con save or be stunned. Also, if you begin your turn with 3 or more heat, you gain attack advantage on the first attack roll you make. That is baller. And then Overdrive Engine at level 17. Max heat becomes 7. You can push the engine beyond its limits. As a bonus action, you can enter an overdrive state for 1 minute. In this state, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, making it a third feature that gives me that. Plus 2 bonus to AC, and unarmed deals another 1d8 force. Whenever you gain heat, you instead gain 2 heat. You can exceed your maximum heat during this time without triggering overheat. When this effect ends, you gain a level of exhaustion. You can't gain heat for 1 minute as it cools down and stable. Oh, I'm glad I have lozenges. I needed it after that one.
It is definitely the item of the 3 items that I had set up for you. That's the one that had the most text.
Yeah. It was definitely the adventure I was most drawn to.
I'm glad all of them were all different kind of crazy ones. The Halberd Underground one was nuts because you would have.
The reason I didn't take that one is I knew Wade would refuse to do something that didn't involve him flying somewhere right away.
Yeah. The Underground one is a security droid that the 10 rings that make up the war bands are attached to different droids that each have like a different aspect of the war bands. So like one's an attacker, one does like it's like reactions and stuff like that, and it's like orbiting. Thank you, my love. It's orbiting that security droid.
That one has more stuff.
So like the Wade has always kind of like not so secretly harbored the fact that he could probably just fight in the mech arenas as a mech, and he's just like proved it to himself, so he's so hyped right now.
Yeah, and with that victory, like you're going to have to unattune from something to oh, you already did.
Yeah, I took off my spider boots.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. Obviously, it takes the 10 minutes to attune to you, and you feel the energy surge through you. You'll be able to update your attacks now. Also, you're going to have to get rid of the Gentle Fist, because these are going to take that fist slot.
Yeah.
But now your unarmed strikes do 1d8 plus 1d4, and that's going to scale as you get stronger.
That's not how I'm gonna...
Over the intercom screen, you hear the Neuromancer say, "Congratulations, Wade. I expected your victory, but it looked a little dicey there."
Yeah, he hit really hard, kind of like a train after you've had a couple too many of those Space Victoria bitters.
Interesting. Return to the ship. Not only will I answer your questions, but I have one more gift for you.
That sounds good. I will stride back to the ship, but before I leave the arena, I throw like one fist in the air, like at the end of Breakfast Club.
As you leave the arena, MT, you receive a message.
Mm-hmm.
The message is for you're going to open it. Right now all you can see is that it's from N. Okay. You open it and the Neuromancer's head pops up in like a 3D hologram on your HUD and says, "Hello, MT1. My name is the Neuromancer.
Greetings.
I think there is somebody that would like to speak to you." And the Neuromancer connects you with the Fighting Fantasy. Wade, you see MT on the screen.
Oh, mate, you're okay. Oh, I thought you were fuckered.
So did I.
Where you at?
I am. I was in the Outer Rim.
Oh,
And
Neuromancer, how far is the
I'm
outer
on
rim?
quite a ways away. And I wound up there without a ship, but came across some helpful strangers, and I am now in the possession of a lovely little ship, and I have built a new mech for myself, and I'm
Mate,
on
I'm
my
glad
way
you're
back.
okay. I'm glad those strangers didn't strip you down to sell your copper, and I'm glad you got a new mech. I beat up a mech, so I'm like a mech now.
Nice. So yeah, I'm on my way back, and I have a they have asked a favor from me slash us when we can do so.
All right, I
And
gotta rescue Chubbs, mate. Chubbs got
because they
taken.
helped me, I'd like to help them. But yeah, if we have to rescue someone, then definitely rescue Chubbs.
The Neuromancer corrects you and
I'm
says, actually, it was Oka that was taken.
Yeah, me getting that wrong makes sense. So I'm down to do a favor because they didn't sell you for parts. And, you know, some strangers out in the outer rim, you never know.
Yeah. So
So I'm down to help.
when we can, I'd like to do that. Obviously, there are things that might take priority, but this is some of their crew are missing, and they'd like us to take a look at it, and they are unable to get there in time. So they'd like us to take a look.
Sounds good. I'm on board for that.
The Neuromancer says, I did tell you that I would answer your questions about the Void Seekers.
All right, it must be a straightforward one as where are they?
Oh, well, that's a tricky question. They're kind of everywhere right now. They've been tracking down... long ago, a small sect of these Void Seekers, with the direction of their queen, planted seeds of void energy in select royalty. Royalty was the easiest that they could get access to, as many of them were working as mercenaries and bodyguards for different royalty across the galaxy, or across the universe. This group, known as the Void Seeker Syndicate, planted those seeds with the ultimate goal of creating an energy to unlock the door that holds the Void Mother behind it. The Void Mother is a cosmic entity that, if released, will wreak havoc on the universe.
That sounds deeply unpleasant.
Your friends currently are in the Atreus star system. They've met another group that were also looking for a missing member of their own, and they're currently fighting to maybe escape. The Neuromancer will put something on the screen for both of you, and you can see that currently you can see Oka and it looks like Oka and it is with Jocelyn Wintertongue. You would recognize her right away from our very first session. On the other side of what appears to be like a large corridor, there are some strange figures. There's like you see that there's several different mechs. Chubbs is there. It looks like there's a strange slime folk there, along with some other figures as well. And you can see, with the camera almost panned out, you can see above, floating above this action is this like glowing purple fairy that appears to be wielding a lightsaber, maybe. In the center are what you now know are some very powerful void seekers of different varieties. One is a dragoon, one is one of those like sentinel like superhero types that you saw on Great Axe, and one appears to be almost like a scientist looking type. And it looks like they are about like to get into like a heated battle.
That's probably not too good.
If your friends succeed, I am predicting that there is a good possibility that they will not be at that location by the time you arrive. Instead, I would implore you to head to the Athena system.
I can do that.
In the Athena system, there is a planet called Titan V. It has its own subplanet, almost the size of a moon, but terraformed, called Specimen Prime. They use this as a zoo. If your friends succeed in their mission, the information they gain there will likely lead them to Titan V. Additionally, you mentioned something, MT, about Charon.
Yes.
There is a planet to the north, to the furthest northern point of the star system in Athena, called Charon's Wake.
It looks like I will be rendezvousing with you and the rest of the Moldy crew in Charon's Wake.
Sounds good.
The Neuromancer says, I'm going to stay along for the ride. I did offer to answer any questions you have about the Void Seekers.
Enjoy the trip.
Yeah. Ask any you need now, and in the future, if you have any questions, I am open to answering them.
Are there any obvious weaknesses of these Void Seekers?
Their most obvious weakness is their dependence on stealth and invisibility, and with the null mantle frame that I have provided to you, that should not be an issue any longer.
Sounds good. I like the sound of that.
You will be a valuable asset to your allies with the null mantle frame.
Yeah, it does feel good to be useful, helping people out and whatnot. And you certainly made that easier for me.
What other questions do you have, Wade?
How far out is this Athena system?
From the Helena system, you'll be able to travel. So I'll bring you to the map here. This like big purple ball of gaseous flux here is the basically how you would enter into kind of like the faster than light hyperdrive direction between star systems. The Athena system is a neighboring star system, so you'll be able to get there within a couple days, maybe even less, maybe a day and a half, using that portal. MT.
Yep.
I was gonna say for MT, it's going to take a bit longer for him. He's a few days out. He is several systems away.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's that close even. Do you have another question? Do you have any good shampoo recommendations? I need to get Spice Amazon to my friend Melody.
The Neuromancer says, yes. I've taken care of that for you.
Appreciate it. I'm glad you thought of it before I did, but I'm glad I thought of it too. I feel like that was an important thing to do.
The Neuromancer kind of chuckles and says, "As I've said, Wade, I'm very intrigued with you, and I wouldn't want you to fail so soon after you've succeeded."
Also, do you have like a manual for shampoo? I feel like I did it wrong.
The Neuromancer just kind of chuckles again and says nothing.
I wonder if that's what all the writing on the bottle was. It's more important later. Let's put a course to Athena.
The Neuromancer updates your map and updates MT's map as well, with the location for the Athena star system. And you plot a course. Now, heading out that way, are you going to let your the others know? Are you going to grab any additional help before you leave, or is it you're just taking the two that you have and heading to that system?
I'd land. I'd tell everyone, and treat it as an opt-in. If people want to come, they can come. I don't want to bully them into it, except the Squangy's mascots because they make me smile, and I need that on a long flight. They're coming.
Well, you have space for one more.
Okay, I'm taking Squangy's mascot.
Taking a Squangy's mascot, which is the logical choice. One will stay behind and act as security for the HQ.
Perfect. And think of how happy Oak will be when he gets rescued and there's a Squangy's mascot there.
Yeah. So you plot your course for Titan 5 and head towards the Athena system. Knowing now that...
As this is a new ship, I'm going to do something that took me a long time to do in the Crow and find the owner's manual again. And this time, I'm searching the owner's manual for how to use the shower. This is progress in Wade's life.
Yeah, I mean, easy information. Turn the faucet on for water, turn it off for no water. There is a dial to adjust the heat to your preference. And surprisingly enough, a very basic explanation of how to use shampoo and conditioner.
Conditioner? No, don't get too advanced on them.
And with
Be
that...
real, if he found it, Wade would absolutely buy the 7-in-1 bottle. I'm assuming right now he's using like the complimentary hotel kit that probably came with the ship.
Yeah.
Got like enough for like 3 showers.
With that, I think that's where it's pretty early in, but I didn't think you were going to... I thought the combat would take longer than it did.
No worries. I've got a pretty bad cold anyway.
So we'll end the session here, but so here's what's going to happen. Because the others are dealing with their situation right now, you kind of have the heads up from the Neuromancer to kind of get ahead of the situation and start investigating things that they can't right now. So I think what is going to happen is, while it will take MT a little more time to get to you, the next session that we do is going to be you two working together to gather information beforehand, and maybe even work on that side quest of retrieving those other people who would be very helpful to you in your coming endeavors. So that might be an option to think about. We are off next week. We've got to go to a friend's comedy recording, but I am down to start that with you guys on the 27th. Okay. So if there's anyone at home watching, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening. Wherever you are, we love you all. As always, power to the players. Have a great night. Wait, add another 5 points to your points card. And MT, just for showing up, add another 5 to yours as well.
Okay.